just about everybody's here. How productive is it out there on the field?
Especially for me personally, I feel like it's very good. Learning a new system, learning a new scheme, getting the feel for it out on the field. It's one thing to see it, X and O's, but when you get out on the field and actually do it, then you become to feel more comfortable with it.
Having played in the league, how's your learning curve? Are you able to pick up things more quickly just because you've been in the league than, say, when you first arrived into the NFL?
Yeah, football is football. It's just learning terminology and learning little tweaks in how somebody plays cover three or how somebody plays cover four. So it's just getting out there and getting used to it and getting that into muscle memory.
Are you being given a position of some leadership responsibility beyond just your duties out there as a safety? Do you feel that way?
I feel like those things just come. You know what I'm saying? You don't force it. It's not, hey, I'm the captain or nothing like that. I think the leader comes out by who following them. And if you're doing the right things, and then others follow suit. I'm not a big rah-rah guy or anything like that, but I just want to go out there and do my job and then assist where needed.
Adrian, Darnell's locker's next to you. He was next to you awards today on the field. What are your impressions of the young kid?
Coming in, he's about his books, about learning. It seems very coachable. He's taking it all in and just moving forward. We all grinding. We learn the playbook, and he's been great so far.
Do you feel like your games fit nicely together?
Yeah, I mean, more and more, I see, how, the adjustment to the NFL. You can't really, compare too much from, college tape or anything like that. But like I said, I don't consider myself just a down or a back guy or anything like that. So I feel like we're going to work together and we'll see where, both our strengths lie and both our, and what we want to do. And, hopefully, what you want is both of us can do both things so that, coming out every Sunday that nobody can get a beat on who's doing what.
What does speed do for safeties?
Speed is a lot. And I'm not talking about 40 or anything like that. It's just on the field and knowing your keys and quick reads, that helps out with speed a lot. It's about that playing speed and, getting from sideline to sideline, getting your read, getting from the back end, getting down and making the open field tackles. And speed comes out a lot.
What about mental speed? You talk about making
reads.
Mental. Is that as important, if not more important, for a guy in the back end?
If you know what's coming, you're going to get that, that much faster. It's a lot of faster guys that, don't get there as fast just because, taking, 3 extra steps to get there or, they taking the extra second to, read out the play.
How do you think you and Darnell's individual skill sets can complement one another?
I don't think, I don't think it's like one thing that, either one of us really can't do, you know what I'm saying? But, watching some, college tape, obviously he plays, very rangy, in the back end and things like that. So, I guess, I don't know. I don't just see it one way or the other. I feel like, both of us can play both things. Like, so, I feel like we can complement each other by, both being, good at, doing both things, playing down low, tackling, and in the back end, showing range and things like that.
Adrian, you guys played a lot of games against the Packers in the past. How different does this offense look like this year to you?
What difference is, it's the first, couple days, so you don't really get to see the third down and stuff like that. But, I feel like it's more that, I see like two backs and stuff like that. You see less like spread out, spread and wide open, and usually in the past, playing against the Packers, you used to see it like, a lot of scramble plays and Aaron just making things happen. But I wasn't around during like this time and to see if this was very similar or anything like that. But I see a change, a difference in how they're running things and the overs, crosses, more two back look, more running powers, different things like that.
Kind of a weird situation with Josh maybe requesting a trade. Aaron said he thought he saw him on the rail watching practice.
Have you had a chance to talk to him, or how do you kind of feel about that whole situation with you kind of coming in?
Oh man, I don't even really know. Everybody's personal situation is different. I don't know, what the thinking is personally, or I didn't even know. You said requesting trade. I didn't know anybody requested a trade. But things like that. I don't really have an opinion either way because you don't know what somebody personal situation is, and their issue with how they feel like they've been treated by the team or anything like that. So I don't really get into that. But I support people doing what they need to do for themselves and their families.
Does being a leader, though, by virtue of being one of the more experienced guys in the back end, obviously, does that change that at all in terms of any more direct contact or communication with him as a leader?
I mean, me just coming in, I'm still learning everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him on a personal level that much, and let stuff like this, really play out. You know what I'm saying? People gonna do what they feel fit, and if I don't know the full story, I'm not about to, dig deep and say, oh, who said this, who doing this, and things like that. It's just when he come back and ready to play, then, that's what we rocking with. You only can control what you can control and what's